It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Good afternoon and welcome to. Welcome to February 21st. Sunny here. Not as cold as it was yesterday. I don't know how cold it is. I ain't been outside yet, so it was cool yesterday, boy. And so we're here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesaling real estate. Today's topic is need a cash buyer in a week. Here's exactly what to do. So we're going to try to address that particular question and more. You can pile in, subscribe to the channel, like, share, follow us on all the other places. I don't have a little thing on my bed. We will try to add as much value as possible. So we got the guys here in Florida and Tennessee, and I'm in Alabama. So how's it going, guys? We got to do
in the building, man. Live and in effect. Am I coming in staticky, or y'all can hear me loud and clear?
Sounds good.
Good today.
Okay.
Man,
I got the blue headphones on, man. Got it.
Oh yeah, got a daughter's headphones on today.
Nah, it's my wife. It's my wife's headphones, but yeah.
it works.
It works, man. It works. Let's go. How was Wednesday show? Good.
Yeah. We kept expecting, because I know what happened, but we kept expecting you to come back on, and you just never did. Like, sad.
I'll be back.
Went
to the store or something.
Oh man, but yeah. It's all good. It's all good, man. So, have we have any more offers accepted?
I think a couple of people did say that on Wednesday, didn't they?
Hey man, I like hearing about breakthroughs, man. Everybody having breakthroughs. Yeah. I like that. I had a seller call me, right? And dude is in despair, like he needs to get rid of the house. And he's like, man, I'll sell it for $5,000. So I was like, yeah, $5,000 sounds good. I'm putting together the paperwork and everything, and I said my property manager go look at the house, and they're like, oh hell no, you can't buy this house. I'm like, he wants $5,000.
Oh,
they're like, no, it's that bad, man. They're like, no, this is in the worst. This is in the worst of the worst parts. Like there's shooting going on every single day. Like the house was burnt out, and I'm like, damn, he want fight. What if he giving it to me for free? But then again, one of the things that happen is they don't fully understand what we do anyways, right? They just think, hey, you're the one actually spending the money, so I'm still gonna lock it up. And won't sell it.
Well, do people live in the area?
Yeah, people live in the area. It's just a war zone, though. Like people get shit up every day. That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't my money. It is not my money at all.
No, that don't mean that. No, you can't go by. One of the first things then one of the things is it always stuck to me when I got started from the great late great Don Williams. Every house is a step up for someone. He said, just because you don't want to live there, now you can invest however you want to. Because you don't want to live there or wouldn't live there, shouldn't be a certain factor in whether you're going to pursue it or not. The check still spend the same.
It still spend the same.
As much money as well, I'll just use, I don't know, as much money as Oprah Winfrey has, and I'm sure her living accommodations are immaculate. for I don't know, assaulted prince, it ain't good enough. You know what I'm saying? It ain't good enough.
It still need to be, still got to be better. I hear you.
It gotta be better.
And everybody need a place to stay too, man. That's the thing.
Yeah. You know, his point was they say you find the worst house in Birmingham. I can assure you I can find somebody to take you off the hand if that's gonna be that new living conditions or whatever. Because sometimes the alternative is the street.
Yep.
And welcome everybody to the live. Gemini Ways. Well, Gemini Ways wants to be referred as Gemini Ways, even though her name says something totally different. But she wants to go with Gemini Ways today. So we're gonna.
Why she can't change it to still Gemini Ways 2.0 or something?
Well, she lost that channel, so I think when your name goes away, you can't use it again. I think
You can do a different version of it. Just add a one behind it or something.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah. Try that, Gemini Ways.
Gemini Ways.
Gemini Ways.
Or put it in all caps. So when they say it loud.
She said, "How about you tell them what I said?" And she said, "How Torian, to keep things simple." Oh, she just said your sound is perfect.
Chevy, I think we were talking about the mowing dude, and I told you, I don't know if we said it, but the dude going door knocking.
Yeah.
Want to see. I've been thinking about it, but you know, boy, that'll be a struggle for me to do it consistently. Because the first time somebody nasty, I'm gonna be tough for you, boy. Gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? But I think that would be some. It seemed like you. Well, I know you could do it. That would be that would be some great content, man.
Great content, dude. So with the text campaign that we do right about 3,000 text messages a day, and I would sit here and I'll read it. I'll just laugh at all the different nasty ass text message back. And I'm just laughing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I had one person was like, "Sell your mama house, bitch."
Oh, I had.
Wow.
I had a dude. We were doing what they call voice broadcasting, where you know they just pick up the phone and start the robocalls or whatever.
Right.
He left a message. He said, "I have a 38 pistol," and he said, "If you call me again, I'm going to find you and I'm going to blow your head off."
Yes, man.
Right.
Sounds serious. Very serious.
People just looking for some way to dump, man, some way to unload. Because here's the thing. They get constant messages. There's people that always texting them, but then like somebody that's brand new or somebody that's not expecting it, they'll text and then they'll get a nasty feedback, and then they're like, "I didn't do nothing." Well, why are you doing it? It's just a part of the game. Like, it's the business that you're in.
Yeah, well,
It's the business that you're in.
Well, I know I ain't got the skin for it, so but yeah, I think you would do that would be some great content to get some real traction or whatever.
Just what is it? Just vlogging, just door knocking and asking people about selling their house, pretty much. That's it.
Yeah. He now is edited well. You know, you have to, you know, when just a little
shoot me a link or the name to look for, and I'll take a look at it and everything and see what's up. But yeah, man.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd,
normally have a few people on there. So
for your home buying website, do you have a landing page or is it an actual website that you have?
I don't know the difference.
It's a landing page.
Okay.
You saying like with extra content, like articles and stuff like that, as opposed to just one lead page. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Like a lead page. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I got to revamp my website and just niche it down to where it's a lot simpler. Because it's like all over the place, so I'm just revamping it. I mean, it's been working, but I wanna really like the call to close ratio for the website, man. It's so incredible. I'm talking about if one person call in, like we closing the deal if it makes sense. That's how crazy it is. So over the past year, we probably had like just on website just by website itself, we've probably closed like 5 or 6 deals just off the website. But they're big deals though, like huge deals. So we're trying to see how can we get more traction to the website.
Yeah, you want to keep it very simple, very.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah. So that's
If SEO is not, if it's not coming organically, obviously you want to have it SEO. Well, I don't know what term I'm trying to use, Torrin, but anyway,
Search engine
friendly,
optimized.
yeah, SEO friendly, but you still want to make sure it's very simple for people to submit their information. You know, so,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's part of what's going on where we got to revamp it for sure. So yeah.
Milan Junka. Hi, Flip Man. I live in Fairview Park. It's west of Cleveland, Ohio. Is this area a good place to start for a beginner? Milan.
Well, good afternoon, Milan. Yeah. Where is it? He says west of Cleveland, so I'm assuming that's Metro Cleveland, most definitely. But the great thing about it, you're not limited just to that area. All right. You know, great place to start. A lot of people there. That's the only thing really sort of matters to me. You have enough people, but you're not limited to there. That's part of what the KISS method will allow you to do to easily target other markets, right? You know, nationwide. So you're not limited to just that market. You know, internet is a very, very powerful tool.
Sir Mitch wants to know if you're interested in 5 acres in Oxford, Alabama.
Take a look. You know, email it over. I'll throw my email address up here in a second. I'm trying to find something.
All right. Lando 25. What is this? Lando 2525. How do you set your agreements? How do you set your agreement? Okay. Yeah.
How do you set your agreements? I mean, typically, with the agreements, it's 10-day inspection, 30 days or more closing, as is where it is, and also just make sure the seller understand that it's an assignable contract. Just make sure all that is covered inside of it.
All right. And he's also asking, can you underwrite a deal?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, send it over. We'll underwrite it. Take a look at it, see what's up with it.
All right. And Gemini always saying someone already took those variations of her name on YouTube. Somebody.
No. Oh, trust me. I can okay, so you say Jamming Always, so the real Jamming Always, like the real Chevy. You know what I'm saying? Or Jamming Always OG. Now I can come up with a name. Now we going right down my.
Oh yeah, you own yeah. You can come up with some name now.
Jamming Always. The grandma edition. You go you had all kind of stuff. You know.
You can put everything behind it, jamming. Everything.
Everything. ChatGPT. It'll give you some variation.
Man.
Jamming Always.
We still gonna call you
jamming. You know what I'm saying?
Jamming Always, still jamming. That's funny.
Lando is asking, what with new regulations about communications, how are you dealing with that? I guess he's probably talking about the texting, possibly, but don't know.
With new regulations about texting?
I don't know. I was just putting words in his mouth, to be honest.
And I don't ever really overthink anything until it happens. So I just text. And there's people that say don't text me no more, remove me from your list. There's people that call me that say I'm going to sue you. You have a lawsuit on your hands. I'm just out here trying to feed my kids, man. Not even trying. I'm just out here feeding my kids. So we're gonna do whatever it takes. Long as I ain't crushing.
And that brings me to a point that I was watching this guy, and he was talking about how is one case where somebody got sued for texting somebody. They didn't win the case. But the point is that us as wholesalers, we're not realtors. So it's perfectly fine for you to call somebody and ask them if they want to sell their house. Even with the regulations or whatever, it's hard for somebody to sue you simply because you call them or text message them.
Well, you see what people have to understand. You can't stop someone from suing you, right? Because you're going to always have attorneys to take on
Everything.
Take it on or whatever. It's just the cost is going to, if you decide to do that, to defend yourself. That's the problem. Even though you can be totally right within the law or whatever, but you can't, a lot of people, they don't ever really do anything business-wise because they're so afraid to get sued. Okay, can I go to jail? Other than that, they can get, you know what I'm saying? I'll deal with the consequences. My question, can I go to jail? I'll deal with whatever it is.
You sound like Kanye.
Flip, you've been doing this. You've been doing this for 20 plus years, man. I know you've seen all types of different things, and I think the biggest thing is people get in their own way because they second guess and they stop themselves from their own success because of what they limit themselves to, right? Because they're overthinking something or they're not taking action because they put fear in their own way instead of, hey, there's an obstacle in front of you. It's just an obstacle. You have goals on the other side. Go get it. That's it. But I know you've seen a lot of different things in the industry, man. I mean, I've only been doing this now since 2019, so I haven't even been doing it a full 6 years. I don't even think.
Don't second guess yourself now. You've been doing it a long time too. That's a long time to be in this game, man. Come on now. Come on now. Don't undermine yourself, That's why you here.
I was just saying, but like the longevity of this, because there's people that come in this business, right, and they burn themselves out. For one, they might do one deal and then they quit their job. They like, oh, this is it. I'm about to be a millionaire, and they're not properly prepared for the tough times ahead. Then there's people that don't see anything at all, and they burn themselves out that way. So I think for me, what really worked is just understanding that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint, and you have to build rapport with sellers. You have to build rapport with buyers. You have to build rapport with title company. You have to make sure that there's a whole team involved with what you got going on. Even networking and building rapport with other wholesalers. Networking and building rapport, to where the structure of your business is going to take care of itself. And then, we've been able to acquire a lot of assets over the period of time by learning creative deals and learning subject tos and being able to now, because wholesaling is a hustle. Like, you got to have the mind, you got to have the grit, you have to have the commitment level to really be a wholesaler. Like, that's probably the hardest thing to do in real estate. Hands down. Because you literally have to be on the ball, on the game every single day to make money in this business. Whereas when it comes to like a buy and hold situation, you're building a portfolio, so the portfolio take care of itself. Whereas when it comes to like fixing and flipping, you might have the credit to go to the bank to get bank money to flip a property. But wholesaling, you literally saying no money, no credit, no license. This is, you're back against the wall and you're gonna find a way to get it done. So you really gotta own the skill set that you have when it comes to wholesaling, like hands down.
Gemini Ways, I see that you want us to skip that property. We could have still looked at it. It's okay. Onyx Oxy is asking Flipman, if a property has plenty of photos, but I got a 35% discounted property, would you be interested?
That's 65%. Yeah, absolutely.
What does he mean by what does he mean? I'm not sure what he means.
It's a generic question, yeah.
So you got the property at 65% of the ARV.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. Yeah, those types of. And there's a scroll of people that are talking about regulations. Do you want to go through? Because one person is talking about the Oregon July. Because I agree with you, Chevy. You know, people would talk themselves out of
$300.
money.
That's just a business license. That's easy.
Mhm.
Oregon is good. That's good. That's a good thing.
They just made it simple and easy
Only
for you to do business
$300
out there.
Just pay the $300. You know, just
You ain't got to
pay
do
that-
no
pay
test or go through no. That's just a fee. That's just
$300.
like getting a fishing license. You want to go fishing? Don't you?
Man, I'm gonna go
You
drive
drive a
some
boat.
Uber.
Uh,
I'm
getting
gonna go drive some.
That's like getting a driver's license. You want to drive, don't you?
I do that all day.
Wholesale, $300. Okay, yeah,
Dude.
cool. That's beautiful.
I'm going.
Rico Suede saying, nah, the new TCPA rules get you fines, penalties for texting without permission.
They definitely are clamping down. And it'll bring you down. But as long as you can ride it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're getting away with it, do it.
Just like I said, just riding it.
And I heard that TCPA law, it didn't get passed. They didn't. So I don't know, but do your research. Yeah, she said, don't do that when. And the real Terry is saying she is the queen of overthinking and yet somehow missing some key points or processes. I guess she's talking about the KISS method.
Yeah, well, remember I said people are getting their own way by overthinking and limiting themselves and putting fear on themselves. That's all she's saying.
Yeah, I think people think it has to be perfect in order for it to work. I think that's probably the biggest thing. I don't want to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Ain't no way around it. 22 years in the game, still making mistakes. Or what
22 games.
Yeah.
Still, and what I like about you, Flip, even though you're making mistakes, you're not scared to ask for help and you're not scared to learn from somebody else and learn something new.
Oh my God. You want to see me?
Look, something I learned from Ty a long time ago, and I use it to this day, where you told me imperfect progress. You know what I'm saying? Imperfect progress. As long as you're progressing, even if it's imperfect, you can change it as you go.
Yeah.
It's imperfect progress.
Yeah, you're still making progress. That's what's up.
Yeah. It is. You
want
to see me get excited, and I can't even help it. You start telling me about somebody making some money I ain't know about. Like, I don't care where it's coming from. Now, I'm only going to get, like, when I go into a business, I just can't help it. It's sort of like a bad thing at the same time. I like, I like, especially.
You start counting numbers like
especially if it's something I hadn't seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like if something I hadn't seen before, I just, man. Like you go to Las Vegas, somewhere like that or whatever, and you just see what people they be hustling on the street. Boy.
Man,
they don't be bothering me. I sit there and talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to know or whatever. So I just respect it. I know how hard it is.
You was just talking about that guy with the lawn, which was amazing.
Oh, that's amazing.
But that happened to me when I was looking on Etsy. You know, there's people that tell people that they're gonna cast a spell. They making millions on Etsy. All you have to do is
spells.
Just go on there and type in spell on Etsy and see all those people and how many of those things. And they just sending you a Word document that you casting a spell.
And you pay for it.
Yes.
Oh wow.
These people are making millions off of that.
That's incredible. You gotta love it. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Game.
Like you say, it's a million ways to make $1 million. Okay.
Well, and just as many ways to spend money, guess what it is, guys? It's just as many ways to make it.
Yep.
Just many ways to make it.
Slyway Gaming is saying, hey, what's up, fellas? I'm trying to sell my home in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. It's already listed with the realtor, but I'm trying to find a cash buyer before the end of the month. Are you guys interested?
Well, yeah, but now we If you want to, you go ahead and get us the address. We can talk this right now. Go ahead and give us the address. You want to do that? You want to do it offline? That's fine too. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? That's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know we're in the haircut business around here now. Everybody ball for a reason. Hey, we're in the haircut business here now. Now, if you're trying to get retail, then you already got it right with the realtor. If you're trying to get retail, or if you're open to some owner finance, then we may can talk also then. But if you're trying to get retail price, you're doing the right thing already.
Oh man, did you just say that that's the reason why we ball?
Oh yeah, we're in the haircut business around here, baby.
Crazy.
We don't want no hair.
Hilarious. You know what I was like, what?
Hey, we're in the
It's
haircut.
all written, okay? Hold on.
Oh man.
Lamar, I think Lamar's the person that hit me up on Facebook. But he has a property that's in Bellevue, Nebraska. And what up, my people? Ty, can you comp this land for me? Guess he has some land that he wants to look at.
Tori, that's how he sound. What up, my people?
What up, my people? I'm just trying to do the Ebonics with combined with a little you know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Trying to enunciate so everybody understands what we're talking about. Come on, man.
Tori, I can see you reading.
I be around here be sounding like Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Memphis. You know, let's just get that straight. I'm from Memphis now.
I respect it, bro. I respect it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and you still gonna be coming up to Memphis, and just hit me up when you come to Memphis, man.
Yeah, you already, man. It'll probably be sometime next month, if anything.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Let me know.
Yeah. Had me out here crying, man. What up?
We all bald here because we shaving prices in this piece. we shaving prices.
We need price cuts. Oh man, price cuts.
But yeah, what's his name? Slyway, send that in, and want to sell it by the end of the month.
You gonna look up the land, Ty?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. I was actually listening. Okay. All right. So
this is in Nebraska. I don't think we've looked up a house in Nebraska before. I don't.
Yeah, we looked up Omaha before.
But this is land, though. But
yeah. What's the address?
7952 25th Street.
Okay, so number one, this is a listed property. Before we even go any further, it's just a totally. Is it listed? Oh, I ain't got it on download. Let me see. Where is it? So we're going to use like I said, I created it specifically for land, and it's turned into something else or whatever. But anyway, so we'll go here to Zoms, add to Chrome, add extension, and then I'll go back over here to Zillow, and refresh, and there we go. All right, so it's 5. What is this?
Five acres.
Okay, it says 4 feet. Yeah, but it's 5 acres in here in the description. Okay. So one photo. Now, targeting land that's on the market is different than houses, right? The reason we can do it with houses is because I can identify buyers very, very easily. With land, not the same thing. So this is highly overpriced. It's not even getting one view per day, right? So something like this, you got to get it off the market, right? And so that the way that happens is through owner financing. And so you would own it or however it would go, or you would pass on the terms or whatever. So, but I can already tell you this property is overpriced. Now, I'm not going to comp it because it's not going to make any difference because it's listed. And owner financing on something like this, you still going to have to, well, you can do it this way. I'll tell you how to make an offer on it, right? Offer half of this, number one. So we're at base 375, 350. Okay, and you offer owner financing terms, and you want to do something similar to this. So you tell them that you'll put, I don't know, they would probably, I would try to get away with as least as possible. So we would say 10% is about 35 grand, so 5% about, so we'll just say 15 grand with what the down payment would be. Well, let's start over. Price 350,000, down payment 15 grand, and your monthly payment $1,000, 5-year balloon. You can attempt, because the agent is one that's going to get paid in this, obviously. You can attempt to get them to owner finance the down payment also, right? So you can just get some ownership. It's a crazy offer, but people will accept, especially on land. And so what I mean by owner financing that $15,000 down payment, you may just do that over, I don't know, 8% interest only over with a 30-year amortization. And so the payment will be low. So now you may, I'm just throwing numbers. I have no idea what the numbers are. So now instead of paying just $1,000, it may be $1,500, right, on that, or $1,200. I don't know what the number would be. So now you're trying to get in a deal with no money. Only issue is with that, the agent wants to get paid. So 6%, I don't know what the commission is, but 6% on $35,000 is probably going to be over 20 grand. So that's where the money has to come into play here on something like this. And again, I'm giving you the way you would have to pursue something like this, but at this price point, I know that ain't the price. I'm not even going to try to dive into this one because it's going to be too difficult to pull off, in my opinion. So there you go. I ain't brushing off. I'm just telling you what it'll take.
What's up, cutie?
There she is.
Hey.
All right. Don't go to the daycare. Bring it to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Bring it to me. What's going on? I want some peas and rice.
You saying hi?
Hi.
I want some peas and what you call it? Peas and rice.
And
You
what's
know
the
what that
wrap?
is?
The beef.
All right.
Like I'm out of here. Okay.
Hey,
I thought Dr. Dre was on here.
I wanted some peas and rice.
Oh, hold on. Let me give her back to her mama.
All righty. Let's see here. Yeah, Onyx. Yeah, it could be listed with realtors. Rico Suede wants to know, why in the world don't you teach seller finance and subject to there's not too many people willing to sell 60% on the dollar? Is a question.
We talk about it all the time.
Here's the thing, when it comes to people selling, we're not trying to buy everybody's property, right? So not
Wait a minute, say that again, man.
We're not trying to buy everybody's property.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's
Good point. Yeah.
The
probably
thing
a
is,
better way of saying we can't buy everybody's property.
we can't buy everybody's property, yeah. Because here's the thing. There's only certain things that's going to fit within the buying criteria of that 65% of what a property can go for. And there's some levels of motivation. So when we're using the KISS method, we're saying, hey, we're looking for motivated realtors. If it's a motivated realtor, they're going to present that offer to that seller, and they're going to present it in a sense where it's like, look, this is the best thing that you're going to get. We better go with this offer. The other part to it is, I'll give you guys a great example. I have a seller that reached out to us, and they wanted to sell their property. And the seller was like, hey, look, we want XYZ amount of money, and that's it. Here's the thing. The property was in the range as far as what we would buy the property for. They just have it a little bit higher. So we just have to make sure we're building a rapport, and we have to close what is called a gap. We have to close that gap. We're 1 point, and the seller is 1 point. When it comes to negotiating with a seller, you have to know how to close the gap. So let's just say a seller's like, hey, I want 150,000, but you know that the property needs to be at 120,000. So I'm not gonna go in a deal talking to a seller, hey, you want 150,000, we can only do 120. I'm right off my mark because they now gonna be at 130, 140. But if I go in and I say, hey, look, you want 150, we're really at 90,000. So now when I'm negotiating with a seller, okay, you're at 150, I'm at 90. How about we meet in the middle? If a seller said, what do you mean by the middle? Let's meet at 120.
But that would have
And
to
I'm
be on
I'm just giving little tidbits of how to talk to a seller. That's all it is.
Oh, okay.
I'm just giving little tidbits on how to talk to a seller. So what I'm saying is that the property might be worth 210, 220, but I know I need to be at 120, and they want 150. So it's not going to make no sense at 150, but it's going to make closer sense at 120. That's what I mean. So you want to get them closer to 100K than you would 200,000, and it's just all in negotiation. That's it. But we do talk seller financing stuff too all the time, though.
I just gave him an example of owner finance on that land. I'm sure he asked the question before I probably went through it or whatever, but no, man, people take significant discount on properties all the time. But you have to understand, most won't, but enough will. We're not selling pencils here. You got to have a lot of attempts at bat. Now, you will get more opportunities for owner financing than just a straight cash offer. Ain't no question about that. Ain't no question about that. But you have multiples in your tool belt. I don't know what it is. Well, I guess if you don't know, you don't know. I guess you say, why that's not my thing, right? Well, it is Chevy's thing. Part of the reason why he's on the show, it is his thing. I've done it. But when the norm, I've done it. But normally when I do it, it's just to negotiate to pass off to somebody else. They ain't the type of they're not the type of real estate I want to own personally, you know. So, but millionaires are made with residential also, obviously. So, hopefully I'm answering your question. I know how to do it. It's just not. I'm not going to talk about it in great detail because it ain't something I personally have done more than the other. Somebody ask a question, I can answer it with a bit of confidence, because I've done it. It's just I haven't done as much as the other.
The Real Terrius, and thanks guys for the much needed encouragement on that. So yeah, that's what we're here for, to encourage you, to get you through those hurdles, those challenges, so that you can get to this bread. That's the main thing.
Yeah, and everybody have different challenges. It's just different levels of challenges. That's also a part of it as well. But as far as the seller finance, subject to it and all that, man, we do those like in our sleep, man. Like we do those in our sleep. I'm still waiting for that seller to get back to me on that property in Alabama too. So that'll be like, yeah, that'll be because typically when I'm doing creative, I'm holding it for myself. But as far as like being able to, I've done creative where I've assigned it, but I've never like done a creative deal on an ugly house and assigned it though. So
yeah.
So I feel like I'm leaving money on the table now that you mentioned that.
Well, yeah, I know you liked how I broke it down for you, didn't you?
Yeah. I'm definitely leaving money on the table because I never thought about it like, what? I could just do creative, but I'm not the one that's taking it on. I'm just assigning it, and that makes sense because I've done deals like that in the past. I just never thought like that's what I'm doing because I know there was like 14 units that I was able to assign seller finance and made like a four figure deal off of it. So yeah. So you're right. This gotta think more outside the box, man, when it comes to doing deals. Cause even me sometimes I get stuck in my own way where I'm just like, oh yeah, that's not a deal. instead of just being more solution oriented and trying to figure out how can we make
Yeah,
it.
now I'm bad at that myself now. I need constant um um reinforcement that, hey, you got to get out of your head on the way you think about things. Doesn't mean it can't be an opportunity with the right
Just
with the right
absolutely.
terms.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
because just because it don't make sense for you, don't mean it don't make sense for somebody else. Yes,
Mhm.
yes, sir.
Lamar has another property in Omaha. He was the person that we just did the land, the 749, and I think he's saying that he has that one, the previous one that was 749. I think he's saying that he has that one locked up for 400,000. What'd you think about that? And 5% down, 36-month payoff.
Yeah, so those are not bad terms, but you still need to get it off the market, right? So you can market it. That's the issue.
And he said he's trying to think. I was thinking of cutting the tracks at 1.6 each track. Wanted to know what the conversation is of cutting the tracks to make more.
Well, you have to know, will that county or city, what are their subdivision regulations, right? Or for a minor subdivision, do they allow it without having to bring in plumbing and utilities or civil engineer and all that stuff? Because that's when the money gets crazy on something like that, right? So you have to find out that information first. How small can you subdivide with just a survey, if that's possible? So if it is, then is that a half an acre? Is that an acre? Is that 2 acres? Or whatever the number is. Now they may say 10 acres. Then that property won't match because it's only 5 acres. So that's the first thing you got to find out.
We should have T-shirts for the show. 3 bald heads, and it says "We cut deals," but it looks like a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? We cut deals.
Somebody said that, or you came up with that?
I came up with it after this person said this. Not the haircut business, wholesaling to open up a barbershop. And I was like, that would be good on the T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? We cut deals.
Cut deals.
Why y'all so funny? So a T-shirt that say "We cut deals."
Yeah, and there's 3 bald heads. You know what I'm saying? For the show. You know what I'm saying? Sell the T-shirt.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
We cut deals live.
Merch on the way. Merch on the way. Merch on the way.
Man. Come on.
Merch on the way.
Yeah, I did get the
Merch
idea
on the way.
because Onyx said that. I was like, wow, it would be. Okay. Gemini Ways has a property that she wants to figure out whether it's good for KISS. This is in I'm not even going to pronounce that city name, but this is in Texas. Plungerville, I guess. The kitchen and bathroom could use an update. Is it worth targeting?
Yeah.
Let me see.
She got a
Yeah. I'm assuming it's it's a house. It's a house.
Here.
And the real Terry, she said something about you putting it on a T-shirt too, but I don't know if she was talking about one of those other sayings that you said or was the bald head thing. But we put you on the screen.
They got a price. They got a price cut of $20,000 so far. Let's see what's the history on it.
Bald head, 73
days. 75 days. 946 views. And let's see here. So it went on a contract contingent, but then it fell through. And it's been listed since June for $399. So that's 8 months now. So what they did was they went back and relisted pretty much.
Yeah.
They went back and relisted because it's typically 6 months that the agreement is good for, which is 180 days. So yeah. But they did what, 60,000 price cut? That's 60,000, right? 399 to
Yeah,
399.
that's
They
60,000.
took 60,000 off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took 60,000 off of it, and then the other part to it, I know you were saying that the kitchen looked like it needs some work. Let's take a look at that. I mean, it's not a bad house though.
No, that's moving. Yeah,
It's,
I'm into that.
holderness.
Yeah, this isn't a bad house. Jay, I mean, I would do seller finance on this. Six months.
Ain't got no hair. 12 views.
So what I would do is I would reach out to the realtor and ask if the seller is open to seller financing, open the terms, and I'll send over my paperwork for seller finance on that one, so you could present it in that sense.
Boom. I did look over that second one, Lamar. So we'll go back to that. It's can you comp this one? I think it's land, but I don't know. But 1008 Martha Street in Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha. Who used to say that Omaha. In South? Who used to say that? Peyton.
Quarterback.
Peyton
Long neck.
I think that was Peyton Manning. Yeah, this one is a house.
It was a house.
Cool. Yeah, this one's a house. Yeah,
Let me put you on the screen. Are you sharing the screen?
Yeah. There you go. Let's go ahead. Okay, so this one right here, it's at $499. It's 7 beds, 6 bath, 4,100 square feet house. It's estimate 466. Been on for 31 days, close to 1,000 views. And let's look at the price history. So it's been listed since November at $650, and now it's at $495. I'm trying to think. Is that like 100,000, 150,000 price drop?
What you said it was?
I'm not tripping, right?
650 to what?
It was to $495.
Yeah. A little over 150.
And
since October?
I mean,
since October?
Since October. Yeah, since October.
Yeah.
Yeah,
who was on here just a moment ago saying somebody won't drop 60%? What is that?
I think that was Rico.
So this like live and living color. So 150 divided by 650. He say 60% of the bag is what it said. So that's 23. So that's they've already knocked it off 23%, right?
Hell yeah, they definitely price cut it. Crazy.
They already dropped it 23%, right?
Yep.
Stay tuned, my man.
Yep. Yeah. I for something like that though, guys. I would say it's at $495 right now. I would do, because I mean the estimate on it is only $466, so it's still going to just be there, honestly. Unless you could get it around like $350, somewhere around there, it's still just going to sit. So
I think he's saying that he has it got it locked up for $400K, $5,000 down payment, and a 24-month payoff.
Oh, seller finance?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's dope.
That's on this property or that land?
See, I was assuming it was the land, but because he submitted 2 properties,
okay,
he must be talking about the second one for the 400,000, because the other one was land, and it seemed high. But
what's the monthly payment?
He said 24-month payoff 5% down, and a 24-month payoff.
Oh, you said 5%. So what is that? 20 grand? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a balloon payment, or like I said, is there a monthly payment? We leave out some details here.
Let us know, Lamar, because I don't know. Let's see here.
Oh yeah, it is the land that he's talking about. Yeah, it's the land.
Oh, okay.
Is this the land?
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
it's
he
the land.
submitted
He said
two
he locked.
things, and it was when
He
you
said-
said 350 for the house, I was like, that's probably closer to where it needs to be because the land seemed to be overpriced. But
I mean, it's on seller finance though, so you know, you just got to find someone that's willing to do. I mean, you just gotta be more detailed about what's going on with that. So yeah. Well, I mean,
also, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, I wanted him to respond whether it was the land or the house but we still don't know what the monthly payment is.
Yeah, that's all that's missing. But he's specifically talking about the land though, because he said lock the land up at $400K, 5% down, 5% down payment, and 36 month payoff.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Cool. Lamar. Oh, because I wanted to mention this. My vow off 1.6 was between 275 and 1. If I sell each one at 300K, I'll be around 500K spread. That area is well developed, single family development prime here. Still need to know what the rules and regulations in that area is, Lamar. That's the first thing is knowing.
So he said he would sell 1 acre tracts for 275 to 300.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And what are the houses selling for in there? You talking got to be 7 figures to make sense on that price point.
It's gonna cost another two to 300 just to build on it. All right, next.
All right. Southern Comfort has a property in Baton Rouge. My aunt died. Sorry to hear that. And owes $43K to pay it off. What's a good price? I'm dealing with my cousin now. Is this probate?
I mean, it sounds. I mean, it's a family thing. So when it comes to a family thing, you wanna figure out what your cousin want. What your cousin want. Not a bad house. I mean, 169. They only owe 43. Okay. Is my page up?
Or you what?
Is my screen up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So if y'all only owe 43, and you're just trying to figure out what to give to your cousin for them to move on and for you to get the house, pretty much. If that's what you're saying, 9 out of 10 times they're probably looking at Zillow, trying to see what's going on, where is everything at. So even if you're around, I would say around 75,000-80,000, you should be good. But if you could get lower than that, get lower than that. But 80,000 is cool.
About 80,000. Okay. And
Yeah.
And Gemini Ways is saying this is true. Just found out someone just wanted to get rid of it. Took a $200,000 loss. Just keep making those offers. Arnie Foster has a property. I'm not sure the city and state, but it's 5830 Northwest 5th Avenue.
Need the city and state.
Yeah, we definitely need that city and state. I don't know if it, sometimes YouTube will block it, but yeah, we need that city and state. Welcome to the live. This is my first time seeing you on here. Have Dolo. a nifty logo on your joint. We cut deals.
Yep.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We cut deals.
I
Okay.
like that. I like that. We cut deals. I like that.
We cut
I like
deals.
that. With the ball head on the shirt.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I like
Yeah,
that. I
get
like that.
everybody, allow the whole community to join in to,
Yeah. I like that fun right there.
All right.
Ty, when we making the shirts, man, what's up? We're gonna make these shirts. That's fire right there, man. we are we going to just screenshot the pictures that they had ChatGTP go to Canva and fix it? What we doing, man?
How you do it?
We got the picture right here. I'm telling you. Put it right on the shirt.
Lovita Hammond. So using the KISS strategy, I need to know the ARV when I'm looking for a buyer, though, right? Asking because the Facebook groups that I'm part of, when looking for a buyer, they have pictures and they list the ARV.
Typically, I tell a buyer to do their own due diligence.
They don't believe what you say. You could have it on you.
A buyer love to come back and be like, "Oh, your ARV is wrong."
Mm-hmm.
I just ran through that the other day, man. It was like, "Oh, your ARV is wrong, so we're gonna need it at this much." I'm like, "Hey, bro, I already sold it, man. It's okay. Thank you, though." When you put together killer deals, it's gonna be all right.
Gemini Way says, gotcha. Thanks, Chevy, and thanks for looking out at the pictures. Will do. Bless you. We'll check the email after the show.
Yeah, that's how let me jamming. Jamming always 2.0.
All right. And sounds like an heirs property. Yeah, does sound like an heirs situation, but we don't know. Well, his cousin, so it's probably, I'm sure it's an heirs situation. But let's see. Hey, San Diego in the house. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Never been to San Diego, but I know that's a nice place to visit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, San Diego, California.
Never been. Yeah, San Diego, where the Chargers.
Oh yeah, I love to visit Cali for sure. I've always gone to Cali on business, never on just some leisure stuff. So yeah.
So you just like in and out, or did you stay?
Yeah.
Experience.
But it was all business. It was all business, bro. No real experience, just business. And because of the business I was in at the time, that's all. Like, yeah, like, but California is lit though, definitely. And this was around the time when they was just coming out with the scooters, like you pay money to get on the scooter and stuff like that. So this was like a long time ago.
Wow. Hold on, Chevy. So Lamar is speaking, and he's saying I have been skipping him. We've been talking about his land. We've been talking about
and his house.
How did we skip you? Like, I don't understand what you mean by we.
We just trying to get an understanding of what you're doing. You have a land and you have the house. So the land, you say that you're locking it up for $400,000, 5% down payment, and 24 months. And
we need a payment. We need the interest rate if there is any, and we need a couple more things there to help you. Unless you just letting us know you already got it.
Yeah.
Well, he said he got it locked up, but he never did say what the monthly payment is. Is there's a balloon payment?
or the interest rate? No, there's a balloon payment in 24 months.
I think he did say the interest rate though. 5. I think he said 5%.
No, 5% down payment.
That's
right.
Not
no interest rate.
You're right.
Yeah, so 5% down payment. We still missing the interest rate, and we still missing what's the monthly note.
I don't intentionally skip over you, but we've been talking about it.
Tori have been trying to keep track. Like, you do a phenomenal job.
No, y'all have it mixed up, brothers. We're here, so let's clear it up.
We try to get a better understanding, man. Just help us help you, bro. Just give us the rundown. Start with the land first, and then let's move to the house and let's see what's going on with it. Let's do it like that.
putting in gator. I don't know. I know what gator means. We don't have the alligator with us right now, but we know what it is. But I'm not sure why.
I think he wants to come on the thing.
Oh, you want to come on the show? Okay, okay.
Yeah, you have to.
I was like, what?
You have to
I get it now because you text Gator to get on the show. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I ain't even got that set up.
I was confused.
I can set it up though.
Yeah, come on, Lamar, so that we can get the deets on this.
Oh, he did. He did text it. Here you go, Lamar.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he did. Okay, here you go. Hit it
That's
right.
what you mean by he's being ignored. Okay.
Okay, yeah. I ain't have it set up, man, because we normally don't bring people on live. We will, we just don't normally push it.
Yeah, because we told Jamming All Ways at some point we're gonna have to bring her on and do some recipes or something, you know.
Jamming Always, I ain't gonna do no restaurant. Just make some money, man. Just make some money.
So come on, Lamar. We got you working now. I understand now where you're coming from. So Glenn Taylor Jr., welcome to the live. It's my first time seeing you here. He's talking about gator lending.
What's up with it, Glenn?
No, actually he's not. He's talking about getting on this live right here.
Yeah, getting on the live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Getting on the live.
Yeah, Glenn.
Ways to interpret.
Yeah, Glenn. We ain't doing no gator lending over here. We talk about
So Ty, while we waiting on Lamar to get on here, I know how your personality is.
Mm-hmm.
And when you first heard the term gator out there, knowing that you was the first person I ever heard. Now you said you got it from somebody else, though, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So it didn't kind of bother you when you heard somebody. It's kind of famous now. You know what I'm saying? You hear other people talking, saying get gator.
I don't have I ain't no issue with it anyway, but I actually know Pace. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so it ain't no big deal. Them boys,
they doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
They came to Birmingham. It was before COVID. And I count on one hand the times I've gotten up and spoken about this stuff, live. And that was, I believe that may have been the first time. And the dude that was throwing the event, he invited people from all over the country or whatever, come there. Hell, I didn't even know what they would. I didn't even know whatever I got up there and told them, look, whatever I do. And I didn't thought they learned nothing for real. And so afterwards, I had, at the time, one of the team members took her with me, and we were just sitting in the back. So they called me up, did my little speech. So when it was over, people just came up to me and it was like, hey, okay, yeah, great meets and stuff. And so, I was out back to regular programming for me, but I met them, but I didn't know that they wasn't who they are now.
Right, of course.
And they said they had came to Birmingham to meet me or whatever. And so I got their numbers then though. I exchanged number with a lot of folks there and a few. And so I was up one night. I don't know what it was. I was trying to look up. I don't know, stuff just come on your feed about owner finance, and somebody just popped up. They did 100 deals and blah, blah, blah. And I looked at it, it was Pace. And I said, damn, I know this dude. And so when he said his name, so I put the search in my phone. I said, I knew I had met this dude, him and the other guy. Oh, I couldn't remember what Jamil's name was. So I texted him. It was like 2 a.m. It was 2 a.m. And I texted him. He replied back immediately. He's like, yeah, man, blah, blah, blah. And within a week,
he had the number locked in the phone.
Yeah, I had his locked in. And so within a week, I was in Phoenix, staying at Jamil's house, right? And so I met, obviously them, obviously, we got to know each other really well. What my man named Brent Daniel went over to his office, went over to the batch leads people, hung out with them guys with what's it, man?
That's good company there. Yeah, that's good.
What's my name? I can't think of what one of the owners' name, but the other one name is Jesse. One of them, he's from like one of those Russian spin-off countries, and went over to Tran. What his name is?
Tran.
Oh yeah, Steve Tran.
Yeah, Steve Tran wrote. This is the only time I've ever ridden in a Tesla, I think. And he wanted they should, so that version of a Tesla, and people that follow that, that particular product, you could be going, we were going down just regular street, and they say, everybody got the seatbelt on, and I think Jamil was like, you gonna show him, you can be going like 80 something and make a right turn just like that in that car. Just amazing.
That sounds dangerous.
Very, but you can make it like a right turn or whatever. And so anyway, so yeah, I had to go. So that was that time. And then I met him. No, you know what? I think I met him in Atlanta first. And then I went to Phoenix.
But they came to Birmingham.
But I'm saying, they came to Birmingham. That was like months earlier though. And so this was before COVID. And so then, then I went to Phoenix. And then we met in Atlanta, then I went to Phoenix, and then they asked me would I, meet them up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. This was the week when it all went haywire with COVID. So I met them up in Harrisburg, is that the name of it? Whatever the capital of Pennsylvania is, that's where I met them. And so we was up there a couple of days or whatever and spoke. Matter of fact, the girl I dated in college, she lives in Philadelphia. She drove over or whatever. Good to see her. I hadn't seen her in a lot of years. And
Chevy, Ty, all of his stories include, attractive female. He's like attractive female.
Some girl. As married men, we don't bring up exes.
Right. Even if a female is in the story, we don't
bring up exes.
I ain't gonna date nobody.
We stay away from that.
Oh, I'm actively like that. Like
I can tell y'all, I'm not telling somebody else how they do it. But people can talk about who they dated with me, and I can talk about. Hey,
Lamar's on here. I don't know. He's in his car. So I don't know if he's.
But Torian, you already know. Like we both like. Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't do that.
She just came in. Ain't no big deal. Like I ain't know what I'm saying. Ain't nobody doing that. And so I'm grown, man. I'm grown.
Hold on, now. That what you said?
Hey, yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Hey, so anyway, that was March 2020. We met up there, and so when I flew over there, in the airport, because COVID was out. But it hadn't hit yet. Like
hit. Okay.
And the Asians in the airport had masks on. And I was like, look at these two motherfuckers. I was like, they were smart.
They were smart.
So when we come back, the news had intensified a little more. And that same night that I got back, or at least maybe the next day, is when Rudy Gobert, center, he was with Utah, with Minnesota now. Minnesota Timberwolves now tested positive for COVID, and that's when the world turned upside down. I think the NBA stopped games in the middle of games to shut it all down, and so companies just started shutting it down. Okay,
but hold on. Lamar had already said we was ignoring him, and so he's here. He's ready to join the live.
Okay, let me finish my story, though.
Lamar, now I'm telling you,
it's called a flip dance.
Lamar,
finish your story, dog.
I'm trying to build the context of why I wouldn't, what can I do anyway?
Why you wasn't tripping about the word gator? Yeah,
right.
Go ahead. Finish.
No, them boys good, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the point I'm getting to.
Okay.
Right now, I anytime I hit them up, they hit me right back. You know what I'm saying?
And whenever I see them on lives or whatever, they seem like really genuine.
Man, they're very giving, bro, very giving. Like for real. Like the whole people like, oh, so you started doing creative deals when you met Pace? I'm like, no, I've been doing creative deals, but it just so happened it's a beautiful community that they have. You know, like it wouldn't even make sense if you wasn't a part of that community, man, because there's so much abundance and this plethora of information to gather and people to network with and grow with. It's a beautiful thing, man. I like what them boys are doing over there.
Oh, they killing
For
it,
sure.
you know?
Oh yeah, they really can.
They that was it. Because he brought, you know, I'm gonna bring Lamar on, but he had broke down how he went from, I think, like 100,000. No, he said he was making like a 10 million to 100 million, and he was breaking down how he did it. Amazing story. But you want me to bring Lamar on?
Yeah. We ready.
Okay. Welcome to the live.
What's up, guys? No, it ain't. I wasn't mad or nothing like that, man. I was feeling that ball energy, man. I'm ball myself, man. Look, I'm in the same energy with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
We
So
saving
we in
deals.
that energy, man. Hey.
Now we 100%
I'm just,
now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just in 2% degree weather, so I gotta scully up. You know what I'm saying?
Is that snow in the background?
Absolutely. It goes down here. It goes down.
Where you at?
Because you're
down.
in New England, right?
No, I'm in Omaha. So hey,
Omaha, my bad. Omaha.
Yeah. I've been on here before. I'm the one who came on live. We talked about that auction. You feel me? Remember? Way back.
Yeah. We remember the auction. Yeah.
Hey, I think me and Jim and Always came on it. We joined at the same time. Shout out to Jim and Always. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the cut.
I
You know,
remember that.
hey.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah. So with those properties, it was 2 different properties. One was land, and the other one was it was a single family, 2 single families. One of them was attached to a commercial building. So with the land tie, basically working with a realtor, he understands the whole process of what we do as it relates to just the new way of kind of dealing with agents and just going about it, you know, the way y'all teach it, right? And so he cool with it. One thing I find out is, you know what I'm saying, the way that we've been doing it, the way y'all been teaching it, I've been educating agents. It seemed like I've been their educator, you know, and that's what's been giving me the opportunity to kind of pursue certain deals. And so with this one, you know, with the land, he said right away we could cut it in half. And so the reason why I approached this tie, because I did go back and watch the video when you had the 2 guys from Texas on. Y'all was talking about land and just kind of, you know, cutting the tracks. And so the only part I didn't understand was the part when you talk about the county and how in the laws on subdividing. But I do know that in that area, across the street, you know, is new development, is new houses and all that stuff. And so I kind of wanted to get more insight on how I can pursue that. I did hit you up. You wanted me to hit you up on Deal You Later. And it's just that delay, man. And you know how it is when you hunting. You know, I'm hunting. And so, you know, I just be trying to get that quick response, but I figured I'd get on today and just get some more insight. So that's on that land. If y'all want to talk about that one first.
Yeah, let's talk about the land. So what so it's 400,000 purchase price, 5% down, 30.
No. So the land was 779,000.
Okay.
779,000. I was locked it up at 400,000.
Okay.
So I'm locked it up at 400,000. You have seller finance on that one, too.
Okay. Yeah.
And like I said, so I didn't lock the land up. I was gonna lock it up, but I wanted to get this conversation in just from some validation. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to lock it up, you know, just based on, you know, just kind of how I feel, you know, like how you guys educate on this one. I figure like this is my validation on something like this, because I never moved land, you know. But this agent came at me because we were pursuing a single family, and he kind of like how I was moving in that space, and so he just came at me with this opportunity, you know. And so like I said, I never did land.
And they're open to seller finance.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a no-brainer. They're open to seller finance.
Well, I guess what's the complete terms though? What are the complete terms on what you offer? Or are they just open to it and you all hadn't gotten that far down the road?
Yeah, they're open to the terms. And so once I got to the point where they was open to terms, that's when I was trying to figure out if I can cut the land. Like that's where I'm going. I'm trying to figure out if I can cut that. I know that video was talking about 10 acres or more. But this one just kind of came in my lap and it's just at 5 acres. So I just divided it by 3, split it up to 1.6 acres. And now I'm just trying to figure out how I can sell 1.6 acres. You said something about what the properties are going for in that area. You was thinking, yeah. And so they definitely not going for that much in that area, but that's where they kind of they considering that being single family development. But here there's people with money that they will prefer you to have a vision on how you can spend their money. So yeah, you may be able to put some properties on there or whatever, but how are you gonna put them properties on there? If you're gonna put condos or high rises or whatnot. So that's kind of how I was gonna approach it when it came to a buyer is, just giving them the vision on how they can spend their money. But I just wanted to know if I can cut those tracks.
Well, I guess the question is again, like what are the complete terms? Or again, just to make sure you haven't discussed terms, they're just open to it at 400,000.
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Right.
I'm asking.
Yes.
He said yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep,
All right.
Yep.
Well, okay. So now the next thing you want to know is, now this is in the city, it looks like. This is not out in the county where the regulations are less strict. So to subdivide something like this, you want to reach out to zoning, permitting, however, or building development, whatever it's called in that city, and ask them what the process is to subdivide or subdivision. Do they do minor can you do a minor subdivide? If so, and the definition of my understanding is subdividing with only a survey. If it's a subdivide where you have to get a property platted with bringing in a civil engineer and all that stuff, that changes everything, right? So
I got the cut. It's a cut up. Not to cut you off, Ty, but it's a cut up. There already a cut up already that I had from the realtor. I think I sent it to you, but it's already cut up. And so, but they didn't evaluate it based on each section. So that's why I kind of feel like it could have been a deal. They evaluated for just where it's at and just that area growing and just the overall 5 acres.
So have they all, when you say they have a survey where it's already been subdivided, because it's now not saying what I'm looking at is accurate. But it's still just showing it as a whole, right? But the realtor can verify, is it already a recorded subdivide? I mean, however many parcels they broke it up into, however many times they divided it, do all of them now have their own parcel ID, right? That changes everything.
They don't.
Okay, so
they don't.
I'm not sure what he showed you then.
But it's just a drawing. It's just a drawing that had it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of had it cut up like you remember them guys you had on there from Texas. They had those examples, and it just kind of looked like those cut ups. It just looked, you know what I'm saying? Split up. Yeah.
Forward. It ain't like they done or whatever. So
yeah, I don't think they evaluated it like that though, Ty.
Okay, so just to look in this area really quickly. I guess I could put it on the screen. That'll help more than you and me. TV just going. All right, so this is the property right here, right? So I see where there was a subdivision over here. and I did pull one of those properties up. So that was back in 2009, at least when this house was built. So that's been 15 plus years. So so this is the property right here. So perfect box. I like that for sure. I'm sure I'm 4.81 acres or whatever. It may be off or whatever, but now you just dive into it. So if I go here, let's see if we can find anything to compare it to. And let me see if I can find it on Zillow here. What's the name of this street? Chandler. So it should be right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Chandler and Childs. Okay, so it's more closer to Chandler. So it's up in this area right here, right? Okay,
Right.
so if I remove my boundaries, reset all filters, let me see. I'm gonna do 1 to 5 acres first of all. 1 to 5 acres. 1 to 5 acres. Why is it not? Okay, 1 to 5 acres. Okay, we'll go to sold. All right, not a ton that's sold in here like that, but really only could compare it to this right here. So that's 1.67 sold for 225, and then that's sold for 360. That's 4 acres. So let's look at this one. When did this happen? That was back in 22. So let's look and see how that one actually lays out. Right in the center. All right. Damn it, I know we're gonna do that. Let's see if I got a parcel ID down here. I do. Okay, cool. And this is what county?
Sorry.
Yes, Sarpy. Interesting. Native American. Sarpy. Okay. Hopefully this parcel ID works for us, and it does. Boom, there we go. So where is it though? Oh, right here. Okay. All right. So 901 Virginia Street. What did this say? 9th Street. Okay. I wonder, was it this one? How big was it? 1.6. How big is this? You know what? It must have been both of these combined here. I wonder what age is.
That's the one I
No,
found out at 1.6. 1.6 acres, and it was evaluated at 250. I got to find many.
I think it's this property right here. It's this property right here. That's what sold for the right here 225 back in 2022. All right, so that's not a bad comp right there. It's not that far from your property. Your property is up in this area right here, so it's down there. I wish it was more in here to tell. So obviously, if you subdivide into 3 different parcels, a couple 100,000 is not out of a possibility. But again, it's going to depend on how easy the city makes that, right? Is it just a simple? Is it just a simple a simple survey to subdivide? If they want to take you through the entire plat process and like I say, bringing in civil engineer, that changes everything. or whatever.
Okay.
So you just can call this, the city. It'll probably be the city of Bellevue, of course, and see and give them this particular address and see what it's going to take. And go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Perfect, man. And then on that other property, not take too much more time.
Yeah.
That other one was it's a 5-bedroom single family, and it's another 3-bedroom on the same land that's attached to it was once a cafe, so it's a commercial property.
What's the
That
address?
Say that again.
What's the address?
That address, Tori had it in the chat. Let me see here. It's on
Hold on
Martha
one
Street.
second. Let me see. Lamar, I remember you.
Yeah, it was on Martha Street, Tori.
Let's see.
2411 Martha.
1 second. Lamar. Okay, this is it. 1008 Martha Street.
Yeah, that sounds it. Sound like right. See, I know this area very well. It's developing all around that area. It's 5 minutes from downtown. It's in the prime area.
So is this building here?
Yes,
Okay.
that building. It's a house attached to it.
And so what did you offer on it?
So with this one, we had 400,000. And then I also got them at a 5% down payment, and then we're gonna term out the rest. I was thinking 3 to 5 years, because my like I said, I have an angle on how I wanted to reach out to a couple buyers, but I just want to know if those terms is valid. First, I feel like this property is worth $1 million or more, especially within 3 years, because I know the area very well. I just kind of want to know if that offer is legit in your perspective.
Well, again, we're missing pieces of it. You said 400,000, 5% down, but what's the monthly payment? Is there an interest rate?
So I just sent it over as an offer. So I
Okay.
haven't, yeah. So we got it. We've been in conversation. It's with an agent. This is a different agent. He just told me right away that it's an estate deal. They dealing with one person. They trying to get rid of it as fast as they can. One person came at them with an aggressive offer at 200,000. I played the role, I played the game, and then I came back and said, I give them I think my first offer was 260 because I used the KISS on it, and I believe it gave me up to 295. So I just put it at 260 just to see if he'd be like, nah, let's go to 300. And so I told him that, well, if I can't get it at my price, is they open the terms? And then he said, well, okay, well, just give me a price and just give me some terms. So that's what I came up with. I came up with 400,000, and then just, get it at 5%. And that's why I'm gonna get your advice. If I should have kind of termed it out, 5 to 10 years? Like, how would you do that?
Well, I'm gonna try to be
You want to push it as far as possible?
As far as
yeah,
possible? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. You're gonna try to push it as far as possible. See where their real motivation is. But if you gave them a number of 400,000, and then you said 5%, again, that's 20 grand. I would try to have done less than that amount, but you've already made the offer now on that.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I'm trying to push them. So I'm just gonna give like a minimum payment, right? and just tell them a balloon in 5 years or whatever, a minimum payment of $1,000. Now, and then you just see what they counter on something like that. So if you set up some terms like that, you should be able to find a buyer for it. That will gladly, maybe pay you 40, give them the 20, you keep 20 or whatever, something like that. If the area is what you say it is. So, which is showing 30 views per day. So there is some interest there. If they dropped it probably to 450, or even if they dropped it to 400, they'd probably sell it fairly quickly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, but anyway, they've come off to 650,000 down to this number. So they've come down, what is that, $155,000? I think that's right. Yeah, $155,000 already. So there's some motivation there. So that's how I would complete the offer. It's $400,000 down. I mean, $400,000 price, $20,000 down, which is 5%, $1,000 a month, balloon in 5 years.
Okay. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that love, hey man. Just to the community, hey man. Keep hunting till you eat. That's just what it is. Keep hunting till you eat.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Until you eat.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Bless. All right, man.
Did we do the topic?
We have not.
No, we have not touched on the topic.
Yes. All right. So today's topic.
I love the energy though. You got this.
Yeah, appreciate
the
Lamar.
energy, man.
Yeah, he's making it happen. For sure. So we got the little thumbnail here. It took me what took so long to come up with this little thumbnail, whatever it is. Ain't the best, but whatever. So, all right. So the title, Needed Cash Buyer in a Week. Here's exactly what to do. Okay. So let's give some context here. When you say you need one in a week, is it because your contract is running out? I'm assuming I guess I'm the one who came up with the title, so we're gonna get a scenario. So you ain't got but a week left, so you need a cash buyer. So hopefully it's a situation you didn't know what you were doing to find a buyer, right? And it's just been under marketed. Okay, so there are free methods of going about this, and then there are paid methods. All right, you can obviously leverage other wholesalers to try to bring your buyer in. That's all through networking, through social media, through all the groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. Anywhere you can find one, right? Offline and online. In those same groups, you'll see buyers holding their hands up, letting you know that they're active. Someone will post a deal and they have comments in the comment section of those posts saying, "Hey, I like this property," or "Hey, I don't like this property, but also send me this. I like this property, but send me this." And you get worst case, if they don't provide an email or a phone number, you can at least DM them, right? That's a simple free way. You can also try to leverage realtors that do business in that area. And that's just basically identifying that exact area, right, where the property is located. See what's for sale, and you're going to just have to do a little grunt work. You can easily, with Zomsa help with that, you can see what that price history looks like, because it's easy to identify to someone if they just bought the property back in June of this year. They bought it for $85. Now it's on the market for $229. More than likely that's a flipper, right? So you try to identify as many of those as possible. Reach out to the agent. Hey, I see you have this listing here at 123 Main Street. Looks like your client is an investor. You think they'll be open to something else, right? Okay, so boom, you make that connection. Now, then, of course, there's paid methods of doing this. So similar to what we just pulled up, we'll look at this property in Omaha. So let me share my screen again. So I'm going to still use, they need to update my private version here, because it does actually more than this now. So if you text the word boss, you can access here. This is investor base. It'll take you over to cashbuyers.ai. Sign up so you can instantly see the buyer activity in a particular area, right? So our property is the red dot here. So if I click on any of these blue ones here, those are flippers. So it tells us what they're willing to pay in that area. Now, just looking at this, and I should have did this when my man was on the phone with us. Now, these buyers are not spending a lot of bread in here now. Now, I know that's a different, unique property, it appears to be. But, it looks like they're in the low hundreds on what they're spending, right? But that's idea what you're doing. So that's pretty consistent. So not only will this provide that type of data, who owns it, but also if I turn on the skip tracing option, it'll pull up phone numbers also. So that's a way to definitely find a buyer in a week. You only have 7 days left. So there you go. Text the word BOSS, 205-964-5243. And that's all I have to say about that. Chevo, you got anything you want to add, mister?
Finding buyers. There is definitely investor base, which is phenomenal for sure. You can also use PropStream to find buyers as far as buying activities, similar to investor base, but it's not going to be able to pull up the full information as far as like phone numbers and all that, like investor base to do. So yeah, that's really it. That's the only thing I wanted to add.
Like, share, comment, turn on the notifications. It all helps out the show. So it encourages us to put out this valuable free content for you to help you get to this bread. So
most definitely. So we've been rolling pretty hard here. We got a little late start. No fault of the guys, all on me. So wherever you are, what's weather down there today? 70 something?
75.
64.
Okay.
It's cold. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. But what is it here? It's 45. Yeah, 45 here. That's 20 degrees. Ooh. Difference. And so y'all just got some snow up there in Memphis, right, Tori?
Yeah, we just had some snow. It was, we don't get that much snow,
It wasn't much. It wasn't much.
Nah, the next day it was gone. So
Okay, yeah.
it's the streets are clear. It's fine.
Yeah, I got you. So anyway, so you're in Omaha is in the background.
Oh yeah.
Well, man, Lamar is okay. So yeah, they got layers out there, but they used to it though. That's how it gets down. So I guess we'll be back on Monday, guys. Same bat channel, same bat time for you old heads. Y'all know what that means.
Yes, sir. Black and white.
Google that if you don't know.
I have this secret weapon. It's just
I don't know if we just lost like 5 subscribers or gained like 20, man.
That was classic, boy.
classic.
The utility belt. All right, boy.
Oh, man.
I want to be a superhero so bad as a child. Oh my God.
Which one though? But which one?
Probably Superman out of everybody. Probably.
Man, okay.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, I thought you was gonna say Batman. Do you literally just say bad channel, say bad time?
Technically, he's a guy with no powers. So
that's a lot of money. Super smart. That's it.
That's true. Yeah.
Like I asked in I guess it was in the Justice League movie. He asked Flash asked, "What is your superpower?" I'm rich.
I'm rich.
All right, but anyway, guys. So appreciate everyone that joined us. Thanks to guys for making this go smooth. Thanks Lamar for joining us, and we'll see you guys on the FLIP SID.
Flip man. It's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash.